Daniel is seriously injured with burns and looking for water. A small herd of undeads are in his way. He hides behind a truck. One of undead stops, sees him, and gets towards him. He tries to escape under a car, and as he gets under it, undead pulls his leg. A dog barks and attracts undead. Luckily, he's fine. He falls asleep, and when he gets up, a man gets to him, kills an undead, and pulls him out from under the vehicle. He asks his name and tells his name, Ephraim. Daniel asks for water. He asks him if he can walk. Daniel says, I can. He gets him to a fountain. It's dry, so Daniel starts complaining if he lied. He tells him to wait a while looking at a clock. As it hits 5, water starts running through the fountain. He drinks, Ephraim fills his can, and they both leave on his some sort of bicycle. They get to a place where other people are waiting for them. As they glide from a gang's truck, Daniel's leg hurts, and he falls unconscious. When he wakes up, a woman Lola treats him by cutting off combined burned skin and clothes to avoid infection. He and Ephraim get outside to collect random stuff on streets. Ephraim kills an undead with a nail in his head. They both get to their place. Daniel says, "You're a kind man, and you helped me when you didn't need to." Daniel gets his hair cut, and he finds it good. While they chat, Ephraim asks him if something then burns is burning you inside, and he replies with, "That I killed a lot of people." Upon Ephraim's asking, he tells the count of 96. Further, he tells that I wasn't in my mind and I burned the whole place and my daughter alive. I don't know, but I somehow survived. While he falls asleep, Daniel leaves. Walking near canal water, he kills an undead. As he turns, a giant undead attacks him. His wooden rod breaks and he sits on his knees and prays for help. It's thundering over the sky, and a light strikes undead, killing him and making Daniel unconscious on the edge of water. At a dam, 2 workers find him, and they tell their supervisor, who is the same woman Lola. To keep him safe, she gives him a uniform of a worker. Security head JC asks her about him, and she replies with that he's needed for water treatment and cleanliness. After working, he gets to have his lunch. Boss Dante gets in there, and everyone stands except him. JC tells him that he needs to stand when the boss enters, and puts a finger in his cake. Daniel puts a fork on his hand. As JC pulls his gun, Dante stops him. After an intro, he checks Daniel's underteeth and tells that he's a Sombra Nera, a killer. He recruits him in his security. He takes him to the dam and asks what you need. Daniel asks for a jeep while he asks him to stay here and work for him to catch water stealers. He goes to the market with their truck. This time they reach the fountain and it's dry. They turn back and it gets 5 o'clock and water starts dripping. To save the water source, he exposes Ephraim's place and they catch him. Lola tells him that he saved you, and you did this to him. Daniel replies that it's to save them all. With coincidence, he's standing near the door when Victor gets here and is put in the cell. He brings water to him and asks if Ophelia is alive. Victor assures him that Maddie, Alicia, Ophelia, and him had got out of the house and she's alive. He lets him stay here in the cell. Dante calls him to investigate and make Ephraim talk. He asks them to give him space. He tells him that if you tell about others, they'll kill them, but if you don't tell, I'll kill you. He beats him, and when he's about to hit him with a nail hammer, Lola comes front and saves him, and they're exposed. Dante catches others. He throws one of them and asks Daniel to throw Lola and Ephraim. He kills JC, guards, and Dante himself. He hands over the gun to Lola and asks her to finish him. She gives a hand to get him up.